Hello, everybody. This is Sports Communications. I'm here with,
My name is Antoine Robinson Jr.
and we are here to talk about
Sports and how it was as an athlete.
yes. And what are your sports that you've played?
So I didn't play football and I also played basketball. Could have did track, I'm fast. However, it just didn't work out.
Yes. And you are
A sophomore studying sports management.
yes at Coppin State University. Um,
You see the brain.
you see it. You see it. So, what are your favorite sports and why?
So my favorite sports have to be football, and I say it goes back to when I was a kid. My grandfather used to always watch football every Sunday, and my grandmother used to make them good Sunday dinners.
Always.
Ain't nothing like a grandmother's Sunday dinner. And it started to be a tradition, so after a while, then I started getting into it. Although I'm from Baltimore East Side all day long, I'm a Packers fan.
Hurts my heart. Hurts my heart.
I grew up watching the sport, grew up watching Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady, who was the best of all time. That's not a biased opinion, so I'm not just going to be quiet.
Biased. So you said you like Aaron Rodgers, you like Tom Brady. Do you support Tom Brady being a broadcaster now?
Yeah, I'm so proud of that man because you see a lot of NFL players, they quit after football.
Right, they do.
You gotta look at football, if anybody know about the Army. You can do the minimum of 20 years and retire. That don't mean your life over. I support that man because he's going to be more than just a great football player. Now he's about to be a great announcer. I support his career all the way.
So do you think Aaron Rodgers should stay in the league right now, or
He's
he retire?
getting old. I really think he should retire. That man is
respect
good, but he's not pulling how he used to pull. So it's okay, Aaron. You can give it up. We know you're the greatest of all time, and we know that you're going to be in the future Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Just find something else. The time is up.
I really respect that. For you being a Packers fan and you're able to let that go. How do you feel about him being with the Jets right now?
I just think he switched from one green to another green.
Not one green to another.
It's good that he got out of there. It's just he's not performing like he used to. So it's time to not just get out of Green Bay, but get out the NFL as a whole.
So while we're on this topic of football right now, what are your picks for the football league right now? What are your top picks right now? Just spitballing it right now.
So I'm a Packers fan, so of course they're gonna be number one. But I can't hate and dismiss what the Commanders are doing.
Aren't
They have a first good QB since Alex, and they're actually 4-1. Who would have knew? Commanders, they got my respect, and I think they're gonna go all the way. You see, there's a lot of teams nowadays, especially from last year, that didn't involve. I think they was one of them.
Nice.
The Bears, I'm a Packers fan, so I gotta talk about them.
Oh boy.
The Bears, they have potential, but that QB they got right now,
Caleb Williams, what?
yeah, he's not doing good. But this is his first year in the league, so I don't expect him to play like Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, or Tom Brady, or even Jordan Love. Actually, Jordan Love was a little bit washed up at the beginning, so
Well, yeah.
it's not about how you start. It's definitely about how you finish. However, he's starting really poor.
So, while we're on this topic of rookie QBs and just NFL as general, do you think professional sports stars should be paid the amount they should be paid? Just in general, sports and all,
Some players are a little overpaid, and if you look at the world, money is definitely the root of all evilness. They think because they're getting paid all this money, they don't gotta perform good. I think you should pay the player on their worth. My opinion is, I don't like this 5-6 year contract deal because at the end of the day, you may not play the same as you played last year. I think it should be on a yearly base only due to the fact of you can have them if they didn't play good that year, give them less money. If they played good that year, give them more money.
Right.
This bundle deal, I think they should really change that. The NFL is changing a lot of unnecessary things. But
let's bring up the deal of NBA. So how do you feel about them getting paid as well, you know?
Man, they overpay because, in my opinion, let's just go, speaking of basketball as a whole, you paying all these people millions and millions of dollars. However, the WNBA, who's also sponsored by NBA, is needing to work off season overseas. I think they overpay not because they're talented and not good. It's because they overpaying the men and underpaying the women.
I so agree.
The media should really die down and, okay, you live in fancy, but take some of that money so the women's basketball as well can be paid and don't need a side job, because
I agree.
Women matter just as much as men, and this world don't understand that, or they just don't care.
Right. So what are the benefits and drawbacks of playing or watching sports?
Well, the benefits of playing is always going to be a clutch because you're being talked about regardless. Playing, you got more experience. You're actually understanding the game because you're a part of it. And the main thing about playing is you talk about yourself or you set the topic. Watching, if I just miss 100 points, they going to talk about me missing 100 points. Far as if I just missed 100 points, I missed it, so I can't talk about myself.
Right.
It's all about entertainment. So if I'm watching the game, I'm not going to have my opinions might be a little biased because I'm watching it. But if I'm playing it, I can't be biased because my coach is instilling into me, oh, you did this, you did that, as far as a one-on-one contract and a third party.
Right. So what controversies or issues or debates are related to sports right now? What are the biggest things right now?
The biggest things, as we talked about earlier, the overpaying and the cheating refs.
Oh, yes.
Man, this is a whole nother topic with these cheating refs.
I'm trying to tell you.
Just like going back to the WNBA, a lot of people seen the video where Angel Reese had a triple-double. Not a, when I say triple-double, I mean she double-dribbled 3 times in one play. And it wasn't called. As far as in the NBA, a rookie, he can just double dribble once, or it's called. Like, it's a special whistle. And I feel as though you should treat everybody the same, regardless if they are rookie, 12 years, 2 years. You shouldn't have favoritisms, and it's a lot of that in the league.
Sure is. So, how often, or what are some popular sports that are in our culture right now? Just in general, like what do you think is more, pushed on us or watched?
I say it's more football.
Okay.
And basketball, because I only say them two because everybody's a football fan, everybody's a basketball fan. And sometimes, as us men, and no disrespect to the ladies, but when sports is on, we kind of don't give up the TV. So that's now, okay, I'm not about to discuss it. And the culture, especially as black culture, when us men watching TV, the women's supposed to sit on the side. And I wouldn't even say black culture, that's just segregating men and women as a whole. So it's more forced basketball and football because everybody want to watch the latest games, and it goes back to what my teacher was saying. Dr. Richardson told me something really interesting. She said back then football was only 2 days, so especially back then everybody and their grandparents was tuning in for that thrill. Ain't no say so I feel as though it wasn't just pushed on us, it was kind of enslaved into our mind that oh, football only come on such and such.
Right.
Leave my TV alone.
Right. So let's go back really quick to you. You said, what were the sports that you played again?
Football and basketball.
And was this as a child too as well?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, and I forgot baseball.
Okay,
That's
baseball. So as a student, how did this affect your everyday student life?
It was a little hard because as a student athlete, you have to maintain two things. You have to maintain your classes and a good GPA. You have to maintain the practice. And a lot of people don't understand that is a lot of work. As a student athlete, 9 times out of 10, you will not have no free time. Maybe during the off season, and that's still not free. It's my opinions. I had to deal with missing out on parties, missing out on going out to cookouts, because as a student athlete, you have one thing, and that's to get better, because you're not always going to be in college to worry about sports. And also mental health was a real thing as well, because like you said, like I said, you're missing out on a lot of good things. So as a young athlete especially, we're young, we want to party, we want to have fun, and it kind of take a toll on us when we know, I want to have fun. And then don't get me started on the coaches. Sometimes the coaches can be hard. They want the best for you, but sometimes their approach is a little bit harsh, and that also can lead to mental health, because every athlete or as a person don't like to be yelled at. Coaches don't know how to talk to you nicely.
Right.
That can mess up. You screwing up, they punish you.
Right.
So to all my student athletes out here, I commend you for sticking with the good work, because it's not easy, but it's worth it.
So one last thing before we go, what could you go back to say, either back to yourself as a youth or to any youth out here?
What I can say, especially the youth out here that's wanting to get themselves in the door or already in there, just stick with it, and remember that if you manage your time good, if you craft your time good, you can be successful. It's not going to be easy, but success is worth the hardships and trials and tribulations. We all want to have fun, but remember, you either going to have fun broke or get that money, and don't depend on nobody. It's all about your mind. Mind over matter to you athletes out here.
Absolutely. So I just want to say thank you for coming on the podcast of Sports Communications, and thanks for talking with us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you.